Hello everyone, thanks for joining me on the Ghanaian Farmer YouTube channel. My name is Enyonam. On this channel, we bring you every basic information that you need to know about agriculture. We have various sections: livestock, aquaculture, we have crops, we have tuber cereals. So this week we are all the way in the eastern region, and we are having a conversation with the farm manager of Crest Aqua Farms. They are into livestock, specifically piggery. Now today our focus is on the piglets. How to care for your piglets the minute the mother has delivered it. So the farm manager or the farm owner will tell us all the basic information that you need to know. Thanks for joining me once again, Mr. Morino. Now when we say piglets, what is piglets?
Piglet is the offspring of the pig that has been delivered from day 1 to 6 weeks before you win it.
Okay. Now, how long does the pig or the mother pig carries the pregnancy for and then gives birth?
3.5 months.
3.5 months. How many piglets are we likely to get after each birth?
It's an average of 10.
Okay.
You can deliver 6, 8, 7, 9, up to 17, 18.
Okay.
But the most important is not how many piglets they've given birth to, but the most important is how many is able to survive.
Okay. Now, the moment the piglets have been delivered, what do you do to them at that moment?
When you are there, when they are delivering, first thing is that you must make sure they are in a dry environment.
Okay.
So if the mother is positioning herself and is delivering at a point, that place will be having the liquor and maybe the placenta and things will be coming there. So that place will be wet and to be slippery.
Okay.
So when you are there, when the moment he comes out, you lift it and put it at the
dry place. Okay.
Then you also shorten the umbilical cord. You cut it short and you hold it to make sure it doesn't bleed. So it doesn't have long umbilical following it here and there. You do that. Then
so you cut the umbilical cord. Now when you cut it with blade or knife?
No, it's just your hand that you can use.
You tear it.
So you hold onto the part that is closer to the piglet.
Okay.
The body of the piglet for some time.
Okay.
So the blood will clot.
All right.
Then you cut the one below.
Okay.
Then you can have piglet that is not going to bleed.
Okay. So after it's finished delivering all the quantity, do you move them from that pen to another room?
No.
They will still be there. But you clean the place.
You clean the place.
Okay.
What you do is that the moment you finish delivery, you take the how do you call it? The placenta out. So that it doesn't want to eat it or mess around with it. You take the placenta out. Okay. Then the place becomes dry. Even when you want to wash the place, you don't wash it with the piglets inside. You have to take the piglets out and wash it for it to dry before you bring them
before you bring them back. Okay, so between day 1 all the way to 6 weeks, what do they feed on?
For the first 4 months, they do exclusive breastfeeding.
4 months or 4 weeks?
4 weeks, sorry. 4 weeks.
Okay.
They do exclusive breastfeeding.
Okay.
They don't even venture into the feed that is on the ground. They don't drink water. They only feed. They only do breastfeeding.
Okay.
So within the first, so when you deliver, within first 3 days, you inject them irons.
Okay.
Iron just to get them healthy. It also boosts their immunity. Then after that, if they don't have diarrhea, you just leave them. If they have diarrhea, it means that there's some infection from bacteria. So you inject them antibiotics, antibacterial injections.
For the first 3 days?
No. For the first day, you won't have diarrhea.
Okay.
But within the 6 weeks that we are talking about,
you have to apply that injection.
When you see that there's diarrhea, you have to give them injection.
What do I have to see on my piglet to quickly rush or identify that that's the diarrhea?
Oh, you see the stool will be loose.
The stool, that's the feces.
Feces will be loose.
Watery.
Watery.
Okay.
You even see from the anus that there's
dropping
and littering of the anus, so you know there is diarrhea.
Okay.
There are different types of diarrhea.
Okay.
Some are normal, some are very severe that you need to know the different kind of medicine. I can't tell you all
them.
that.
Yes, that's fine. To give them. Okay, so after 6 weeks, what other feed do you introduce them to?
That is before the 6 weeks. After the 4 weeks, they will start trying to eat what the mother eats. That can also cause diarrhea.
Okay. Because that is not the recommended feed for them.
Yes.
Okay.
And then also they are now trying to eat something different from what they've been taking. So you watch out. Then the moment that also happens, you quickly sort it out with medication.
Okay.
But before the 6 weeks, you must be able to castrate all the males.
Okay.
Except if you want to keep the male for production purpose.
But if you don't want to keep them from production purpose, you have to castrate it.
All of them.
All right.
Then they can all go.
Okay.
So when you castrate them, so after 6 weeks, then you wean them into the hemoflow.
Okay.
That is when you are going to start with your very, very rich weaners feed.
Okay. Do you have some of that feed here?
Yeah, and that feed is so rich. That if you care to know, I can give you the ingredients.
Yes, please give us a blend of what makes
a piglet feed.
Okay.
The piglet feed, we don't use rice bran.
Okay. So this is the feed
for the piglets.
Okay. And it's made up of
wheat bran.
Okay.
A little wheat bran.
Okay.
Broiler starter.
Right.
Chicken broiler starter. Very expensive. Then you add cedis, 35% protein. The broiler starter gives you 22% protein. This one, cedis 35% concentrate, give you 35% protein. Then you add Cerelac.
Okay.
Then you have biscuit.
So all of that is mixed in this feed. For them to start eating after 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Okay. How many times in a day do you feed them?
Twice.
Okay.
And when you introduce the feed, before you even put them on the human you still give them prophylaxis of antibiotics and dewormer. But when they start eating, after about a week, you see that they will have diarrhea. Then you buy medicine and mix it with their food so that it will stop the diarrhea, and then they will begin to shoot up.
Okay. Why do you separate them after 6 weeks from their mother to a different space?
Because at that time, what they want to eat, the breast milk alone cannot be enough for them. And then sometimes if you leave them too much with their mother, they can suck the mother to death.
They will be sucking.
They will suck. Now at that point, even when the mother is not lying down, is standing, they are tall. So they will even
stretch their neck.
Yes, if the mother is walking around, they will still be sucking.
Okay. So for the purpose of them not sucking and rather feed to be satisfied, you have to separate them after 6 weeks from the mother and introduce them to this feed. And it's done twice a day. So how long would they be on this feed for?
This one, this weaners feed, you can be on it for 2 months.
Okay.
Sometimes if you have money, you can extend it to 3 months.
Okay.
Then you go to the grower for like 6 weeks.
Okay. Then
you now give the finisher, which is the food you give to the mothers, from 4.5 months to 6 months.
Okay, so after 4 months and over, I'll now introduce them to a different feed, which that one is called what?
The finisher.
The finisher.
Yeah.
Okay, so at what age do I say, okay, my piglet is grown and I can start selling it?
Oh, it depends on the weight you are looking for.
Okay, so what's the recommended weight for Chris Aku Farm before you start selling?
90.
90
kilos and above.
Okay. So when it attains to that weight, how much do you sell it?
Oh, we weigh it. So it's the number of kilos times 15 cedis.
Okay, so the 90 kg, I'll have to multiply it times 15 cedis.
Yeah.
Hey, this man is making money. If I want to start pig farming and I come to Chris Akko Farm wanting to buy, which one do you recommend? Do you recommend the fresh ones that the mother gave birth to, or you recommend I buy after 4 months?
After 4 months.
Why?
Because that one, no matter the kind of feed you have in your farm, it will not retard their growth.
Okay.
Because after the 4.5 months, I'm going to put them on finisher. Finisher is less nutritious as compared to the winner and the grower. So when you send it to your farm, and it's mean that the nutrient content of your farm is not as mine, they can still
eat it
and survive.
All right. When I'm transporting the pig I bought from you to my farm, how do I handle it? In which environment?
You need to have a car that
a track
that is airy, open.
Okay.
You don't have to tie the pig and transport it. By the time you get to the farm, it will die.
Okay, it will suffocate and die. All right.
So you have this like the Kia, the Bongo type, which has a cage around it. Then you put them in. You can even put sawdust on the floor of the vehicle.
Okay.
Then you put them in, and it's also good to transport them either early in the morning or
in the evening.
In the evening from 4 going.
Okay.
So that the sun doesn't scorch them too much.
Okay.
And when they get to your farm,
right,
you must disinfect them the place before you bring them. And when they come, you must give them each of them antibiotics and dewormer.
All right.
So you don't know what they are carrying from the farm you are taking it from.
Okay. But over here, how many times do I deworm my piglets?
The 6 weeks when we are winning with deworm.
Okay.
After 2 months, we deworm again.
All right.
Then we only wait for them to grow.
Okay. If I want to start piggery farm, if I'm coming to buy, which breed? First of all, tell me the breed you have, and which breed do you expect me to buy? What's the minimum quantity I can even start with?
I have basically 3 breeds and then 3 pure breeds and cross breeds.
Okay.
3 pure breeds. The breeds are Durox, Australian White, Australian Large White, then Landrace.
Okay.
Then I have some which are a mixture, a Landrace mother crossed by Australian White. So that's a hybrid. Then we have the this thing, the Duros that I'm bringing now.
Yeah.
If I cross him here with Australian White to give me 50% Duro, 50% Australian
Okay, so
White.
I have to buy these 3 varieties.
It depends on what you want.
Oh, okay.
With small experience, I realized that Australian Large White, they grow fast.
Oh, okay.
But their females are not good mothers as compared to Landrace.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if you have Australian White male and you have Landrace mother, fantastic.
All right. Okay. How much capital can I start my piggery farm with? I mean, I'm starting on a small scale.
Yeah.
An average amount.
If you have
to just buy the piglets, not the structure.
Just the piglets.
Yes, from you.
You see, it depends on the size of farm you want. Let's say you want to have a farm of 6 mothers.
Okay.
So if you are buying one at maybe 1,500 or 1,700, just multiply by 6.
Okay.
But if you want to start, I will not advise you. If your farm size is going to be 6,
yes,
I won't advise you to come and buy all 6 and go and cross at once. No.
Okay. So how many do you think I can start off with?
If you want to have 6, you can do 3 and 3.
Okay. 3 female and 3 male?
No.
What?
No. All you need is just
1 male.
1 male.
Oh, okay. To be crossing the females for you.
For you.
Okay.
So you're talking about 6 females. So you cross 3 first. And then after about 2 months, you cross the other 3.
All right. Now let's look at the sales bit. Among the piglets and then the parents, which one sells faster?
All of them sell fast, depend on the market, the person who wants it. Some people only want the mothers, old mothers, who have given birth and they want to get rid of it. Or old boa, who is now too big. If you climb the animal, you think it will break their back, so you want to sell it.
Okay. Then you can sell that
why
one.
Why are you crying for that?
Okay, then you can sell that one.
Yeah, you can sell that one. People are ready to buy it.
Right.
But normally when you are producing at our level, our scale, you cannot depend on those people who buy one. So you sell to people who comes to buy it in bulk. And those ones, they like the younger age ones.
All right. Since you made mention behind the camera about business, this is pure business for you. Averagely, in a month, how much sales do you make? Let's look at how many piglets are you able to sell, and then the big ones.
The big ones, I don't even count it.
Okay.
But I count my sales is based on the small ones.
Okay.
And on the average, I sell about 40 animals in a month.
Okay. And that's amounting to, give me a figure.
Oh, just about some small 60,000.
Mr. Morino, 60,000 is not small. It's a lot of money. Okay, so that's the sales you make. All right, so the structure, we can't leave it out.
That sales of 60,000, you have to take your feed.
Feed out. Farm manager salary out.
The overhead cost of electricity. And then other
small things,
medicine,
drugs for them,
and all those things out of it.
Okay, but still there is something small for the boys.
Oh, for sure.
Now let's look at how much you invested into this business over the period of 2 years now. Do you foresee breaking even from what you've invested?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Sure. I've invested about 280,000 into this.
Okay.
But I'm sure with God, barring any unforeseen disaster, I should be able to break even and begin to even make.
What are some of the risks associated with rearing pigs?
Oh, the main risk is the swine flu.
Okay. And that one, is it an annual thing?
It's not an annual thing. It's a transmission from one point to the other. Okay. That's why.
Is it by those who come to buy from the farm, or you going? How does it happen? So what do I look out for?
With people, let's say for example, I've not hit my capacity on the new farm here yet.
Yeah.
My capacity will be about selling 50 pigs every month.
Okay.
But when I came, and I realized that the spaces are there, and I have some small cash left on me, I could quickly go and buy piglets from somebody's farm and come and put inside the coops and begin to rear them. Those ones, within some 3, 4, 5, maximum 6 months, I will sell them and be making money. But that one, you stand the risk of bringing
from one point
into
your farm. Okay.
So one of the precautions against such thing is you don't bring animal from another place to my farm here. If I go to buy animal, if I must buy because I want a particular breed and I went to somewhere to buy, I keep it, I isolate it for not less than a month before it joins my animal.
Okay. So when I go and buy a new pig from a different farm, so let's say the 4 or 5 months you're talking about, if I come to buy from Chris Aku farm and I get to my farm, I should isolate it.
Put them all in one coop.
Okay.
When you are working, your worker must work at that place last.
So you work from this angle and then finish at the new side. Okay, for the next 1 month.
Yes.
If there's no problem, then you can now introduce it to the colleagues. Okay.
Even that one, pigs are not, you cannot easily mix them. For example, if those mothers that we win their children now, if I want to cross them, and I went and brought 1 or 2 mother to join those 3 or 4, they will kill it. they will fight and kill
because it's
the
new.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They know their scent.
Right.
So
okay.
Those one that you went and bought, you better put them together at one place and cross them there. So you only send your mail there.
Okay, to go and cross them.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, I want to understand what drive, the motivation to go into a piggery farm, because you are a big man.
Oh, I'm very small. Can you see my size?
You're a big man. I understand that you have a lot of degrees, masters. You are doing PhDs. Tell me about your educational background. What's your background?
Oh, I'm just a small man. I went to secondary education. Then I had my I went to nursing training. Oh.
So professionally, you were a nurse?
A nurse.
Okay.
Finished and went to Legon to do my degree. Then I traveled to go and do endoscopy. Came back. Then I have the love for human resource. So I did a postgraduate degree in a postgraduate in human resource management.
Okay.
But my facility have sent me to go and do an MPhil in mortuary science and management, and then I added a PhD in anatomy. So
I see. So this is your background, a pure educationist, and yet he finds passion for agriculture, especially livestock. We are wrapping up our interview. What lessons have you learned since you started this work? What would you have to tell the youngsters who says, me, I'm a graduate, I don't want to go into agriculture? And what do you have to tell stakeholders who are government to help you, those who have devoted yourself to do this, create jobs, help the economy grow, the kind of support you also need?
The first thing about the drive towards the animal husbandry is pure love for animal. And when I was in elementary school, I used to be somebody's farm manager.
Okay.
Just like my farm manager today. I worked, he didn't know. I worked for somebody's pig farm, working somebody's pig farm.
Okay.
For 3 years.
Okay.
I was doing that. So I go in the morning to go and take care of the pigs before I go to school.
Okay.
Then in the evening I go back to go and take care. That place, it was not mechanized like this. So you
do a lot of manual
sweep
things.
the feces, carry it on your head, go and throw away, come back, come and wash the coop with broom, and then you feed.
Okay.
That was what I did. So I saw how it was going. Then later on, I decided that, look, me myself, I want to, apart from working, I want to do agriculture. Okay. It's something I want.
You love.
I love. So I even went to acquire land to do it somewhere, but that place was too far and I'm not able to monitor. So all my money went down the drain. But still,
you didn't give up.
Didn't give up. So
you started this one.
I was doing it at a friend's place.
Okay.
But finally, I have to move to my own place.
Your own place. All right. Okay. Now, but how about stakeholders? There are a lot of people who wants to go into agriculture or farming. You see, you had a disappointment, but you didn't end it there. You were still pursuing and you were succeeding. There are a couple of people, the system is not too favorable for them to operate. So what do you have to tell stakeholders, like the Ministry of Food and Agriculture and other people?
The system is just not correct. Because why on earth somebody will be in Ghana and be unemployed? When we have a lot of land around, we have a lot of shortage of meat and fish around. But how many people can easily get access to 200, 300,000 cedis soft credit to be able to do what I did?
It's not easy.
I am able to do it because I am working.
You are working.
So I use my salary to guarantee my loans.
Okay. Okay.
To be able to do what I did.
Right.
But how many people, even workers, how many workers can have a credit facility in excess of 50,000?
It's not easy.
It's not easy. Even myself here, my bank, based on my salary, could only give me 30,000.
Okay.
think that government should be able to identify people who actually will want to do this
and support them.
Okay. Because the market is big. We can't even supply. The demand. Look, all the animals we've seen in the coop
the piggery market is really big.
All the animals we saw in the coop,
they've already been paid for.
Somebody has come to count them
and paid for it
for him.
Hey.
No, I didn't want to collect his money.
Okay, so he has come to tell you at this month I would come for them and pay. Okay, so the demand is that high.
It's that high.
Okay.
Somebody called me who used to be one of my off-takers. I told him that I don't have an animal for him. He said no.
So who are mainly your off-takers? Who buy from? Is it the hotel, the restaurant, individuals, or who?
No, we have people who supply the malls, the hotels, and co-mining. They come to buy from us.
Okay.
They buy the live animal, kill it, dress it, and they supply. Then I also have some foreigners, specifically Chinese, who eat a lot of pig because they know how healthy pigs are.
Okay.
So they have their own agents who supply them, so they come here and collect it.
Okay. Do I need some special training before I even start my piggery farm?
Oh yes, you need.
Okay, so when I come to buy from you, or when I call you that, okay, Mr. Morino, I need about 10 or 12 of your piggery to start with, would you send your farm manager to go and train my staff, or I have to bring my staff here? And how long will they stay to be able to pick all the basics?
You bring your staff here.
Okay.
If my farm manager leaves, how do I take care of
you? You are in trouble. So how many days would my staff come and stay at your place?
Oh, within 2 weeks.
I should be able to pick everything.
1 month.
1 month.
Yeah, 1 month.
I should be able to pick everything.
Yes.
Okay.
You learn castration. You learn how to inject.
Right.
Then the feed. Okay. The formulas are plenty.
So in a 4 weeks time, I should be able to pick them up.
I can come and see the pigs.
Okay.
And I say, oh, manager. Because manager is with them.
Okay.
On daily basis. So even if their size is changing,
he's not really.
He will not easily see it like me. It doesn't mean that he doesn't care for the animal.
No.
But it's because I am away. Yes. Anytime I come, I'm expecting to see a certain growth
change.
So if I didn't see it, then what do we do? So we can even have a feed. This feed, you see, we can even pour the whole feed down, add other ingredients, and rebag it.
Oh, okay. All right. So please give us your number if someone wants to call you for further inquiries, or we've not touched on something. Please give us your number.
Oh, okay. My number is 020-8195-340.
Okay.
020-8195-340.
All right. So Mr. Morino.
Yeah.
Professionally, Ernest, he's currently doing his big certificate or degree or master's MPhil. You see, all of it in another, space. But he still finds passion for this business. It's not just passion, but it's really business. 60,000 every month. What are we talking? How much is your salary? Start farming.